Hi, it has been a hot second since I've done a record collection. And so I've got them all right here. They are in alphabetical order by the artist name. And I just figured I would do one because it's been a while. I don't think I've done one since I started getting a whole bunch of records in the mail because Spotify kept sending me emails like, hey, this band you love, they have a cool record. I don't use Spotify anymore. I don't get very many records anymore, to be honest. I don't use them that often. I suppose I use them more than I use my tapes at this point. I'm considering, I'm really considering getting rid of my tapes. Um, my CDs are where it's at right now for me. Because I've been ripping them, putting them on my computer. I've been going through them, so like a bunch of them I'm keeping, but a bunch of them I'm putting in stacks, just like selling on eBay and stuff like that. If you buy something from me on eBay, sometimes it takes me a while to ship things. I'm sorry, my post office closes at 4. I get off of work at 3:30. Um, so sometimes I miss it. Anyway, anyway, I do occasionally listen to a record. Like if I sometimes I'll put on a record and I'll read for a while or something like that. But I don't use them that often anymore. But let's go through what I've got. First up, I have 303's Want. Oh my god, this is so dusty. I'm so sorry. It's so gross. 303's Want. This is a. I'm gonna clip you right there. I like to hold it because I feel like when I clip it, I always like the audio gets really weird. But I need both hands here. Want. Boom. This is also one that is bright, bright green. I love 303. Very much a teenage band for me. Look at that. Look at those weirdos. I remember feeling really validated in college when I learned that Sean Foreman had been an English major, and really weirded out when I learned that Nathaniel Mott had been pre-med. But Want, that's my first one there. I'm sorry, I'm not going to take them all out. That one I just knew was cool. I also have Ann Arbor's Burnout, which has 18, which is the big one. Um, I think this one might also be a fun one, though. It is. It is super cool, like that. Um, Another one I got off of Spotify. Another one that I got. No, this one I got from Walmart. The Beastie Boys. Look at this. I got all these bad boys in here. This one is also, again, it's clear this is licensed to ill. So it's the big one. It's got stuff like Fight for Your Right. You know, it's the Beastie Boys. You know the Beastie Boys. If you don't, I'm sorry. I actually hated the Beastie Boys for a while there because my brother, when he was in middle school, he would just pick a song that he would listen to on repeat for months, weeks at the very least, and he would blast it from his computer up in his bedroom. And for a while, he liked the Beastie Boys. I have Black Sabbath's Paranoid. This is an older one. It's just average. I'm not going to pull it out. It's just kind of a regular one. But yeah, Paranoid. I have a single. I have Dire Straits' Money for Nothing. I got an older one. I got Dustin Kagan's Tenderness, which I bought off of his website when he put it out. I haven't ever gone through my records and gotten rid of any of them. I think this would be one I would get rid of if I did that, though. However, Exodus. I have Exodus's Blood In, Blood Out. I have the Front Bottoms, You Are Who You Hang Out With. This is probably the one I've listened to the most often recently. It's another fun one. Sue me. I love the Front Bottoms. I love me some Midwest emo. But yeah, I've listened to this one more than once in the past year. So I think it puts it up at the top. I really do like that album. I also picked up right here, right now, Ghost. This is a live album. I've got Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction. This is like a big, like, deluxe edition situation. I've got also got Use Your Illusion 1. Also, I think I got most of my Guns N' Roses and stuff is from Walmart. Anyway, Hawthorne Heights, Nikki FM and Ohio is for Lovers. Got this with a something. It's come with a t-shirt. I think it did. Iron Maiden, The Number of the Beast, also from Walmart. I got The Killers, Hot Fuss. Linkin Park Hybrid Theory, Walmart. I need that one on CD. I don't have it on CD. I only have it on vinyl. Tickets to My Downfall. I'm going to say something here. This is not a bad album. Do I like Machine Gun Kelly? Not really, but this is not a bad album. Sue me. Mayday Parade, A Lesson in Romantics. Again, this is something I need on CD. And also, it's another cool one. That's what they do when they sell you them through Spotify, is they make them pretty and then you want to buy them. This one I've actually found at a thrift store. It's one of my favorite thrift finds ever, and that is Meatloaf's Bad Out of Hell. I listened to that one a lot when I first got it, not so much anymore. I got Megadeth. Killing is My Business and Business is Good, The Final Kill. This one I actually went to a record store at out of town, like an hour away from where I was currently living, and it because that was right when Dave Mustaine was diagnosed with throat cancer. So I have that. I also have the Wake Up Dead single, which does have the death certificate, and it is signed by David Ellefson. eBay, Love of My Life. That's where that's from. No, Metallica. I have Kill 'Em All. I think I have them all, honestly. Not all, but most. All the good ones. Red Lightning. Master of Puppets. Have some live. These are collapsing a bit. Live at the Hammersmith Odeon, London, September 21st. 21st is what it says. I'm not just being dumb. 1986. I have Live at Donington 87. I was part of the Metallica Record Club for a little bit. And Justice for All. Disappear, Leaked and Live. Metallica Motherload, and then Tribute to Chris Cornell. I also have Hardwired to Self-Destruct, which was actually a gift from a friend who she was living in New York at the time. She came to North Dakota, and she did bring this with her as a gift. That was very kind of her. I also have Mother's Oh My Heart and the Hayloft Arc EP, both of those from Spotify. Motley Crue, The Dirt soundtrack. I have The Black Parade. My Chemical Romance, of course. Ozzy Osbourne, Ordinary Man. Again, I like this album. I think it's pretty good. I should get it on CD, honestly. I enjoyed it. Pierce the Veil, The Jaws of Life. I have the something falling over. The Runaways, Live in Japan. I have more falling over. Sum 41, Heaven and Hell. Another one I need to get on CD, honestly. My Sum 41 collection is more complete than a lot of my collections. I have most of the ones that I enjoy. I have on CD. I have Underclass Hero. I have Does This Look Infected? I have that one coming. I have 13 Voices, and I have what's it called? It's the one with Fat Lip on it. I should get this one though, because again, a pretty good album, honestly. Taking Back Sunday, 152. This is their newest. I love Taking Back Sunday. I do. Genuinely, when I hear the opening notes to Cute Without the E, it's over. But I do have this one. Van Halen. I have some Van Halen. I have two Van Halen. This one, typical stuff. I have Wasp. And I also have Re-Idolized. And then the last album I have here, you can kind of see, you might recognize it. Quite frankly, I think this might be my favorite album of all time. This, I think, is the only album I have on. There might be some Metallica ones too, but this is the only album I have on CD, tape, and vinyl that I consistently still listen to. I think it's genuinely one of the most perfect albums that's ever been created, released, recorded, what have you. And that's the Who's Next. I love this album so much. Like I said, I have it on CD, I have it on tape, I have it on vinyl. Tape is what I had it on first. Obviously, I knew some of them. I knew like Bob O'Reilly. I called it the Weather Alert song for a while because it sounds like a weather alert when starting. I knew Won't Get Fooled Again, but man, there are a couple albums I consider perfect albums that I are like no skips. This one, top of the list, man. The Who's Next, beautiful and perfect. Yeah, like I said, there might be a couple of Metallica albums where I have all three too. But this is the only one that matters. But yeah, that is my current vinyl collection. Again, I haven't ever gone through them and gotten rid of any because I haven't filled up my box, I think is what it is. I think if I fill up my box, I'm gonna have to go through them. Might get rid of some. Probably will. I should get rid of some. There are a lot of these that I never there are some of these I've never listened to. Like this one. But I'll probably keep it because it's pretty and cool and I do like it. I should listen to vinyl more often, I think. Um I'm gonna turn you sideways because you freaked me out that first time. Um, Really, if I was going to get any of my music, I should really go through my tapes. If I'm being completely real here, I have a lot of them. I have a lot of duplicates. I never listen to them anymore. I'm always like my CDs are really going strong right now. But part of me does shy away from that because I do love physical media. But I don't know why can't I get rid of tapes? Like I get rid of DVDs, I get rid of books, I get rid of CDs all the time if I don't like them. So I don't know what's keeping me from getting rid of tapes. Maybe it's because they're so innocuous. They're just hiding down there. I never like it's not like they're in the way or anything. But if I got rid of them, I would have room for other stuff. Or here's the thing, I could just like get rid of some of them. I could keep my favorites. I know I've got tapes in there that are just fucking useless, um, that are just dumb. Or like some duplicates. That should really be something I do. I should really go through my tapes at some point. Maybe I'll make it a whole video. I haven't talked about as much about music lately. Um, I talked about music a lot when I first graduated college because that was a big music time. That's when I started growing my record collection. I was all in on tapes. I've been obviously. I was born in 1997. I remember the first CD I bought, and it wasn't recent. I've bought my first CD. I want to say I was 14 or so. It was from Kmart, and it was the All American Rejects When the World Comes Down. That's what it was. It was like $8. Uh, so CDs I've always been kind of in and out on, but currently with how I've been doing my music, since I don't have Spotify anymore, CDs are the ones I can rip to my computer. If I'm sure it's possible. I haven't looked into it, gotten tapes on there at some point, get some kind of situation where I could do that. Sure, whatever. But like, I don't know. It's just I don't, I don't know. I don't know. I should go through my tapes. I should go through my tapes. I should keep the ones that I really care about, and I should get rid of the other ones because I'm sure, honestly, the amount of battling I did on eBay in 2019 for cassette tapes, I might have some that are worth a bit here and there. I don't know. I'll go through them at some point, and it is what it is. But that is that. That is my current record collection. Um, I don't use Spotify anymore, so I don't see this growing too much more, or at least too drastically. I mean, I might get more if I go to like a Walmart or a record store. I guess I don't go to record stores often. There's some in Fargo. There's one in Grand Forks that I've gone to before. But even then, I look at CDs a lot more because that's what I'm using right now. But no, physical media is beautiful. That's everything. Goodbye.